Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something I think a lot of us have done. That badge of honor you get from pulling an all-nighter.
Oh, yeah. The "I'll sleep when I'm dead" approach to studying or work.
Exactly. And our source for this, sleep scientist Matt Walker, basically argues that's a terrible idea.
It's worse than terrible. He says you're actually breaking the very tool you need to learn anything in the first place.
So that's our mission for this deep dive.
Yeah.
To really get into why sleep isn't just rest, it's the brain's save button.
And not just a save button, it's also the prepare button.
Yeah.
He talks about this, the study they did comparing two groups. One gets a full 8 hours of sleep.
And the other group.
They were kept awake all night, under supervision, so no naps, no caffeine, nothing.
That sounds awful. So what happened next?
The next day, they put both groups inside an MRI scanner and tried to teach them a bunch of new things.
And the results were, well, they were pretty clear.
Oh, absolutely. The sleep-deprived group had a 40% deficit in their ability to make new memories.
A 40% deficit. I mean, can you put that in context for us?
Well, he does. He says it's not the difference between getting an A versus a B on an exam. It's the difference between a child acing an exam and failing it.
Wow. And that gets to his idea about needing sleep before you learn, right?
Yeah.
The sponge analogy.
Exactly. I always thought you studied and then slept to consolidate. But he says sleep prepares the brain, kind of like a dry sponge ready to soak up information.
So if you don't sleep.
Your brain's memory circuits are basically waterlogged. You can't absorb anything new.
So let's get into the biology. What part of the brain is this waterlogged sponge?
It's the hippocampus. You've actually got two of them on the left and right side of your brain. Think of it as the informational inbox.
Okay, so new memories arrive in the inbox.
Right. And in the MRI scans, the group that slept showed lots of healthy activity there. The rested group was fine.
And the all-nighter group?
He said they couldn't find any significant signal at all. It was as if the inbox was shut down.
So new information just bounced.
It just bounced away. You can't learn anything.
Okay, so that's the intake part. You need sleep to even open the inbox. But what about the save button part? After we've learned something.
This is where the quality of your sleep really matters. During the deepest stages of non-REM sleep, your brain produces these big, powerful brain waves.
And there's something that happens on top of those waves, isn't there?
Yes. These things called sleep spindles. He describes them as spectacular bursts of electrical activity.
Sleep spindles. It sounds kind of magical.
It sort of is. It's a file transfer mechanism. These spindles shift memories from that vulnerable short-term storage, the hippocampus.
The inbox.
Exactly. And moves them to a much safer, permanent storage site in the brain, the cortex.
So it's like moving a file from your computer's RAM to the hard drive.
That's a perfect analogy. It protects the memories.
So if we want to get better at learning and remembering, we need to maximize these sleep spindles. And Walker gives a couple of tips for that.
He does. The first one is regularity.
Meaning go to bed and wake up at the same time.
Every single day. Weekdays, weekends, it doesn't matter. He says regularity is king because it anchors your sleep rhythm.
And the second tip was temperature.
Yeah, keep your bedroom cool. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate sleep.
And he recommended a specific temperature, didn't he?
Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 Celsius.
That is much colder than I keep my bedroom.
It feels cold to some, but that thermal drop is a trigger for the brain to, switch over to sleep mode.
So to wrap it all up, sleep it's just not a luxury, is it? It's a fundamental biological need.
Absolutely. And that leads to this final idea from the Q&A section of his talk that really stuck with me. Someone asked if you can catch up on sleep.
Pull a few late nights and then sleep all weekend.
Right. And his answer was a hard no. Sleep is not like a bank. You can't accumulate a debt and then pay it off later.
So if you miss a night of those sleep spindles, you don't get another chance to save those memories.
That opportunity is just gone.
Which leaves us with a pretty powerful question then. If there's no biological bailout for lost sleep, and the price is a 40% drop in your ability to learn, how does that change how you think about tonight?